So I was trying to find Chewy and I was calling her and calling her and calling her. And then look what I found. Hi. So hey guys, welcome back to Soraya Says and VLOGMAS. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I highly recommend that you take a look because they're really good. Previous videos include wrapping presents and making people cry, and all the things Swedes do wrong at Christmas time. So go and check them out. I'm going to put a card here or here, something, I don't know. In today's video, we will be talking about me. It occurred to me recently that I haven't really told you much about myself, and I thought it would be fun if you knew a little bit more about me. So today I will be telling you more about me. The theme will be quitting and why it's good. That's it. I will also take you to Mall of Scandinavia with my boyfriend. We are looking for ugly jumpers. And we wanted to look at pretty lights. So stick around for the end to watch that. Yeah, so let's get on with it. So yeah, my name is Soraya. I'm 32 years old. I know, I don't look it. And I live in Stockholm, Sweden with my boyfriend Thomas and his cat Chewy. I am the second of 4 children in my family. And my parents, neither of them actually come from Sweden. My father is Egyptian and my mother is English. And I was actually born in England, but we were living here at the time. So I've spent most of my life in Sweden and have grown up in Sweden. I'm also a sociologist and a teacher. I don't actually work with either of those things right now, but I think I'll tell you about that another time. A little bit about my sort of education history. When I've grown up here in Sweden, I've always gone to, obviously, Swedish schools, but Swedish schools with international profiles, which means that 50% of my subjects were taught in English and 50% were taught in Swedish. When I finished school, I decided that I wanted to study at uni in the UK, mostly because I was desperate to get out of Sweden and do something a bit more exciting. So I studied social anthropology at the University of St Andrews in Scotland and loved it, but realised quite quickly that it wasn't really for me and it wasn't something that I could see myself doing after I finished my degree. So I quit after my first year and moved back to Sweden. Later on, I decided to study psychology with sociology at the University of Leicester in England. Quickly, sense of theme here already, yes. Quickly realised that psychology, even though I loved it, wasn't for me. And I realised that halfway through my first semester. So I swapped to sociology and gave myself a stomach ulcer from the stress of trying to catch up with essays and exams. It was worth it though. I'm really glad I did it, but I mean, it was really tough. So yeah, I have a degree in sociology. After I got that degree and moved back to Sweden, I realised again that that wasn't really what I necessarily wanted to do, and I wanted to work with children. I had worked in a school during the time that I studied for my degree, and I really enjoyed it, and I just realised that that was what I wanted to do. So I went back to university and got a master's in the science of education, and became a teacher. And for the last 2 years, that's what I've been doing. I've been working as a teacher. I have since realised, I know it's a bloody joke, isn't it? I've realised that I actually really enjoy the social education of children more than the formal education of children. So, yeah. Say that my educational history is a little bit of stop and start. Like, I've realised, I've started, degrees or programs, and then realised that that wasn't for me, and I quit. And there is nothing wrong with quitting. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing something and then learning more about it and then realising that that's just not for you, and then deciding to end it. I think there's a lot of like stigma in society about like quitting, and especially quitting an education, which is just really, really stupid. Why would you continue to study something that you don't like? Because once you've finished, you have to do something with it, right? So then you're going to be doing that thing that you don't like for 3 years. You'll be doing that for the rest of your life. So I'm not embarrassed about quitting St. Andrews, even though it was an amazing university, because that degree wasn't for me. And I realised that. And just because you've invested a year of your life into something, it makes no sense whatsoever to invest more time into a mistake or into a decision that you know is wrong. That's ludicrous. So if you're a person who is thinking about quitting something, you know something's not right for you, and I'm not just talking about studying now, I'm talking about in general, like a job or whatever. My advice is, don't be afraid to quit. Don't be afraid to get out of something that's not working for you. It's the smart thing to do. Staying in something that you know is not for you and you've given it a chance, that's not smart. So I would like to encourage everyone to do that if that's what they want. There's no shame in that. And I would like to tell you about a former classmate of mine who studied for 4 years. I think it was finance. They studied finance for 4 years. I'm not sure what made them choose that. But at the end of the 4 years, they decided that they didn't enjoy that and that they would rather be a doctor. And so after studying for 4 years, they went back and they studied, 8-9 years, and became a doctor. And I think that was great. I think it's great they did that, because now they're doing something that they really enjoy. And yeah, I spent a lot of money and time and energy, studying social anthropology, but that led me on to psychology and sociology. And if I hadn't done that, then I might not have found sociology, and I love sociology so much. So don't be unhappy about mistakes you make in life, because it all leads you down a path. You learn things, and the things that you learn help you to make better decisions in the future. And even learning that you don't like something, you've learned something. Like, okay, I don't like finance. Okay, now you know you don't like finance. What, you don't like that. Okay, scratch that off your list. And then by scratching more and more things off your list, you'll get closer and closer to what you actually want to do. So that's my advice to all people, not just young people, but all people, because you're never too late. You're never too old to quit something and start something completely new, we've all had stories about people like working in banking and then quitting like these high profile jobs and becoming like a chef, and like becoming a really successful chef at like the age of 40 or something. So like, Why can't you do that if you want to? Why can't you start something completely new at whatever age it is you're at? You know, because you're not dead. You know, if you can do something that you enjoy and that you like, why not do that? It's better than doing something that you don't like. And I know it's really easy for me to say this, but I have actually done it myself. I actually have quit things. That was really hard. So I understand. And maybe not everyone is in the position to do that, financially or socially or for whatever reason. I was lucky that I was able to quit things that I was doing and pursue other things. I mean, that is a privilege that I've had. I've been able to do that. So yeah. Wow, yeah, that took a turn. In conclusion to the education, career discussion that we just had, I want to just say that if anyone's having a hard time, that we're all just doing our best, and I'm sure you're doing your best too, and that you should be kind to yourself. I think we should all be kinder to ourselves and give ourselves a break, because no one intentionally tries to make the wrong decision or pick the wrong degree or pick the wrong job or career. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I know how hard it is, and I know how awful it can feel when you're in that situation. So yeah, be kind to yourself. That's what I want to say. Oh yeah, I can tell you some more things about me. I've already told you about 10 times that I love sociology. I love documentaries. Oh my god, I love documentaries, and I love true crime murder documentaries. Please don't judge me. I know there's a thing on social media about women who like true crime. I mean, criminology is as you know, a branch of sociology, and I've studied criminology as well. I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting to learn or to figure out why people do the things that they do in general. Why people behave the way they do. I think human behavior is fascinating. Yeah, so I love documentaries. I love true crime documentaries. I love anything to do with society and social issues. I'm very interested in social justice and different social phenomena and why they occur. Love it. So yeah, those are a few things I like. I also love cinnamon buns and salty licorice and sweet licorice, but I definitely love salty licorice as well. Anything else? Oh, I love looking at cute pictures of animals on Instagram, but who doesn't? It's what I spend most of my time doing. And I do enjoy watching babies be dressed up as different animals. How cute. How cute. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a bit about me. Maybe I'll come up with more things that I'll share with you, or maybe you will ask me questions and I will try to answer them. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, no pressure. It's nice that you're just watching me, to be honest. But yeah, like and subscribe. It takes 1 second. It's just down there. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. And I hope I see you again. Bye. Why do we not like these?
They're ugly as fuck.
Indeed.